Good morning, Year 6. In this video, I'm going to be talking to you about today's science lesson. The file you need to find in your shared files will be called Science Light 18th of Jan, and I'm going to take you through it now. You can stop this video at various points because I'm going to give you certain tasks to do, and you'll need to go over to your document to have a go at those. We're going to start off with some key vocabulary today. So we're going to be looking at what shiny and matte objects are today. So pause the video and have a read over these two explanations of what shiny objects are and what matte objects. You might not have heard that word before. What matte objects are. Lastly, have a read over this. What are luminous objects? Have a think about how luminous objects are different to shiny objects. Now, using that information on your science document, what you need to do is complete these lists for me. Write down two more objects under each of these subheadings. So can you think of two more shiny objects that are very reflective? They don't actually create light themselves, but they are very good at reflecting it. Two more matte objects that are quite dull, that aren't good at reflecting light. Think about materials like rubber that might be that often are quite dull. And then lastly, two more luminous objects, things that actually generate their own light. They're producing light. Okay? Pause the video and have a go at that on your piece of work. Now, after you've done that, I've got a bit of a thinking question for you. On display are four pictures. Three of these things are just very good reflectors. They are very good at reflecting light from something else. One of these things is actually luminous. Think about what luminous means from the last couple of slides. Can you work out which is the genuine light source and which are just good reflectors? Tick the light source, the one that actually produces light, and circle the good reflectors. Have a go at that now. Now, what you should have found is that the sun here is the light source. The sun is the only luminous thing. So you should have ticked this, whereas the cat's eyes, the high-vis jacket, and the moon are all just good at reflecting light. They're just good reflectors, so you should have circled those. Now, for our main task today, we're going to be looking at some properties that might make things good or bad reflectors. I've given you a list of different objects. You may even have quite a few of these objects around your house. You need to sort them onto this Carroll diagram. I'll give you an example. So if we're sorting sandpaper, we're trying to find out, is sandpaper reflective or not very reflective? And is it smooth or rough? Well, sandpaper is rough, so it's got to be somewhere in this column. And is it reflective or not? If I was to shine a light on it, would there be a bright circle of light on the object? Okay. With sandpaper, no, there wouldn't. Okay, it would absorb some of that light because of its rough surface. So therefore, I'd put it in the not very reflective rough box. So this box. You can do that for each of these items. So I want you to sort each of these items by writing them onto the Carroll diagram. You can actually test this if you have a torch or a bright lamp that you can use at home, or even your mobile phone light. You can shine that on the object to see how bright the circle of light looks. If it's reflective, it will go in one of these boxes. If it's not, it will go here. Pause the video and have a go at those activities now. Sort all the objects, and in video number 2, I'm going to explain the next task.